Across the world, a radio can never be a radio without one thing. And what is that? That is a radio satellite. These are digital broadcasts that transmit audio signal over a large geographical area. For example, it can work in a base radio station whereby audio signal have to be transmitted. There are two types of satellites, and we have to get XM satellites and a Sirius satellite. These are type of satellite that we call the automobiles, which transmit more than 120 programmed channels. Now today we are based in MMU radio, and we are going to see more of the satellites, what happens, the types of satellites, and generally the specification of the satellite that I come along. So far, right now today we are in MMU radio, and we are going to see some of the satellites that are assisting in transmitting of the audio signal. For example, we have got the first satellite here, and we have got the second satellite. There is a lead satellite behind me, and then far ahead there is the fourth satellite. And this is already works because a satellite consists of two things. The first one, we have got the antenna module and the receiver module. As the word says, a receiver module, this is assist in receiving of the information, and then it helps in transmission of the signal. This is the antenna module, and what is the purpose of the antenna module? This helps in picking up of the signal and the transmitting and amplification of the sound. And people tend to see in a radio station, but they don't have a correct answer on how the sound is transmitted to different geographical areas. For example, these have got some filters that helps in clearing any of the interferences in between the sounds. Now, we are going to check around the second satellite. What is the purpose of it? And that is an example of a receiver module. So come along. As we have sailed in a radio station, we have got a receiver module. These are satellite in a radio that helps in clearing interference in the sound transmission. For example, when a broadcaster, or rather a presenter, is in a radio station, it happens that sound has got some of the upside down, what you call the dynamics. So this is the satellite that helps in clearing the interferences, because it has got some of the specification that clears the sounds and makes it a good one to avoid the dynamics. As you have seen the radio satellite, starting from the XM radio satellite, the modular antenna satellite, and the receiver module antenna satellite, you have to know, besides the sound transmission, there are some ups and downs. For example, a radio satellite has got some of the disadvantages, like setting up a radio satellite is such an expensive thing. That means it's much costly. Having checked out the disadvantages of a radio satellite, it also have the advantages, and one of them is a radio satellite. It's easy to manage. What do I mean by easy to manage? Because it doesn't require much. For example, in this shell, you tend to find that it's just enclosed in a certain place. It doesn't require much electricity. The second thing, a radio satellite can also transmit both video and audio data transformation. And this is the general knowledge about a radio satellite, because we have got much and much. But on these episodes, that marks the end. Mwenda Denis, MMU Feature News.